Tom, world champion the laser, first time. How's it feel?
Oh, I think I'm lost for words, you know, like it's my worst day sailing for the regatta, so it was a tough one, but you know, it's pretty awesome feeling to get it done in the end. So, you know, I worked hard all week and had a really good comeback in the first race today, which basically won me the world, you know, so pretty happy to be on the trophy with, you know, the world-class sailors that have won this regatta.
You've finished second twice before?
Second twice, third once, so got the trifecta, I guess. You know, I was only thinking this morning of when Thompson won his first Worlds, his speech that, you know, you're so close a lot, but you know, you just don't know if it's actually going to, you know, all come together. So I've been close the last couple of years, and it hasn't really come together for me. I've been close in other big regattas this year, last year, and it's just kind of all fallen apart. So to hold into the end, you know, it's the best feeling.
And today, the first race, you were around 40th around the first mark, I think I counted. What was going through your mind at that stage?
You know, just to try and come back as much as possible, to, you know, not leave myself with crazy amounts of stress going into the last race. Managed to do that. You know, frustratingly, like, kind of lost one or two right at the bottom of the run, which probably, you know, didn't, you know, if I kept those, then I would have won with a race to spare. So once I found out all the points, that was a little frustrating, and you know, between races, it was just had a bit of a plan, and it all just went pear-shaped pretty bloody quick. So you know,
you ended up last in the last race. What happened there?
After the first top mark, I tried to, you know, go the opposite way to the fleet and on the downwind and try and make a big comeback, and it went worse, and I was last. So it's, you know, I'm never going to get back to 14th in a Gold Fleet race from bloody last going up the second beat. So just basically watching the front of the race from the back of the fleet, you know, head in hands type thing, and luckily I'd done enough this week to make it really hard for the guys to get me.
Yeah, well, really well sailed throughout the whole week. You've beaten, you know, multiple world champions here before, Shite and Tompo, Pavlos. What does that mean to you?
You know, the fleet's so strong. You know, on any given week, you know, there's a lot of guys that can win. It was a very tough week for everyone. Luckily, I was kind of stringing it together the best, obviously, before today. You know, which gave me a bit of a buffer, which obviously I needed today. But you know, I was just thinking before the last race, you know, I needed to start my drop to lose, and one of two guys needed to win the race to win, you know, and a guy like Wearny or JB, you know, easily could do it. And you know, Wearny going around the top mark in second, and me bloody deep. I was, you know, expected him to go win the race and me lose the world. So, you know, for it to not happen, you know, obviously pretty ecstatic, but you know, these guys are so good, and one bad day you're going to lose it all. So I'm glad to hold on today.
Well, you are world champion, first Australian since 2012, and Tom Slingsby, second Tom to win it.
Yeah, well, in the laser class, Tom's a pretty strong name, so you know, it's all good. And for the Aussies to go 1-2, you know, can't be better. Last time I remember, me and Slingo in Sailor Gold, and then for the Worlds, you and Slingo. So, you know, in 2006. So, what was that, 13 years ago? You know, Australia's so strong, and you know, pretty stoked to just show how dominant we are. I think maybe George came third. Is that right?
I think so.
So our training group, you know, from 2 weeks ago in Sydney, 1, 2, 3. So, you know, I wouldn't have thought that with the training we were doing like 2 weeks ago in no wind and westerly, but you know, obviously it turned out pretty well.
Yeah. Well done, Tom. Congratulations.
Thanks.